All right, everyone. Happy Valentine's Day. You guys will not send me Valentine's gift. Should I send my wallet? Who will send me the first? You can wire me like $1,000, right? Let me use it to cheer for the Valentine's Day. All right. So briefly, we're going to be doing live trading. I'll teach you something today. So if you know one or two persons that will be able to learn from this, invite them to join. All right. Just copy the live stream link and then send to them to join. But before then, guys, Bybit is giving away $1,000 position a drop, okay, to both new users and existing users, to both new users and existing users, to both new users and existing users. Okay, so if you're out there, you don't have a Bybit account, all you just need to do is to sign up using the link that were made available for you. Okay, the links are always on my video description and all of that. Then if you go to your Play Store or your App Store to download the Bybit app, it's referral. Okay, that the referral code you put in there digital. All right, this is the only way you can claim that reward. That is for new users, for new account. And after signing up, Bybit requires that you make a deposit of at least 100 USDT. And to be on the safe side, I would say use Bybit P2P to make that deposit. If possible, if you need help, you can send me a DM or send a Jew DM, okay? So that I'll be able to assist you in making sure that you deposit and you qualify to claim the reward, right? After you make that deposit of $100, Bybit requires, this is for new users, that you trade 1,000 in volume, okay? You trade $1,000 in volume, and voila, all right? The stock will end in 14 days. It started yesterday, so after today, it will end in 14 days. You need to do that right now to be able to qualify for it, all right? Then for existing users, the way you qualify for it is that first, you need to trade, okay? You need to go to your reward hub. You need to click on accept. You will see just like the video I published yesterday. And then you need to trade $100,000 in volume. $100,000 in volume, as I explained in the video yesterday, is not that you must have $100,000. So if I go to BTC, okay, if I go to open a trade on BTC with 100x leverage, and I use $1,000 as my margin, that is 100. I've done $100,000, okay, in volume already. That is for opening that trade alone. And if I close the trade, it means that I've done $200,000 in trading volume. That alone qualifies you to get the $1,000 in is given away for free. All right. So go actually, claim that reward right now. Okay, go claim that reward right now, and it will help you a lot. Okay, it will help you a lot. If you are just starting out in this space, it will help you a lot, believe me. All right. So with that being said, let me go ahead. There is this indicator that I want to teach you how to use, and we'll look at it and see if we can take a trade with it. Okay. So it's called the Ichimoku. Okay, the Ichimoku cloud. Powerful indicator. All right, powerful indicator. Some person say, "Oh, I trade smart money. I trade this. I trade that." You don't need indicator. That indicator works, most especially when you are confused in the market. All right, when confusion is dealing with you, okay, and you don't know where to start from and all of that. Indicators work. Okay, indicators work, and then the Ichimoku cloud is very confusing. It's very, very confusing, guys. All right, so let me go to market. Let me bring this tab closer to my trading view so that I will know what we're doing right here. Okay, so that I can easily switch from one to another. I want to see a token that is on the top gainers list. All right, so we'll talk about the Ichimoku cloud alone. So I'll put off every other indicator that I have here. I have Bollinger Bands, put it off. Then I can put up my stochastic. I can even delete it. Stochastic RSI, let me delete it. I'll come back to it. Okay, I'll add it back. Not delete it because this stochastic RSI and then the Bollinger Bands is actually a strategy that I built using DeepSeek. How many of you know about the DeepSeek AI? DeepSeek AI, right? If I've entered this Solana trade, I would have been up in profit. Okay, so let me just put that off. Let me bring this down. Did it go down? Okay, since I still have the code for that, I will just put up this, embed the code. I still have the code for that, right? So we are using only the Ichimoku cloud. Yeah, Solana, everything is pumping, and Yeah. So let me just teach you how to use the Ichimoku cloud, but I want to do it on a particular token. Maybe let's do derivatives and Trump. Oh, Trump. Let's do Trump. Okay, let's do Trump. Let's do Trump. I didn't share this thing now with you guys, but it's fine. Okay, but if you have paid attention to it, I've always been saying, pay attention to something, right? If you have paid attention to it, you would have made money. Okay, so let's do Trump USDT. And we open up the chart for 𝗕𝗿𝗱𝗶𝗴𝗀𝗽. Boom, I'm on the 15 minutes time frame. All right, so I will use this to demonstrate the Ichimoku cloud, how it works. This is not giving me enough data. Okay, this is not giving me enough data, but we can still use it, guys. All right, we can still use it. Now, the Ichimoku cloud, number one, it is made up of different components. Okay, it is a powerful indicator that combines a whole lot. So let me open up the settings. Did he open? Yo, Jesus, I don't cancel that. Ichimoku clouds. So let me open up the settings. Yeah. Okay, so this is made up of different components, but first and foremost, I want to put off this one that says label on price values. I don't need those things. Okay, I want to put them off. Okay, so it's made up of different components. So we have the conversion line, we have the baseline, we have the lagging span, and then we have the leading span A and then the leading span B. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different components which this indicator is made up of. Okay, so if I go ahead and put off the conversion line, the blue line goes off. Okay, by the colors here, you can equally see which one is which one. All right, so if I put off the baseline is this red one, it goes off. Okay, if I put off the lagging span, all right, let me put it off. You see, that one at the top there goes off. If I put off the leading span A, that one goes off. If I put on the leading span B, all right, that one or green cloud is in between the leading span A and then the leading span B, right? So if you want to plot the background too, you can. If I put it off, the cloud goes off, but let's leave it, okay? But I had to put off all of this so that you know what how it works and all of that, okay? So I'll go ahead. If you want to tweak this, I don't have any specific setting, all right? So the conversion line, I'm going to leave it the way it is, the baseline, all of this setup, I'm using it as the default setup. There's no setting here, okay? But I just want to let you know that there are 5 different components that made up the Ichimoku cloud, okay? Now, what I basically use, I don't necessarily need this conversion, the baseline, and all of that, okay? So in most cases, I put this off. I only use the cloud, all right? When I'm looking for trades, I only use the cloud, but you can use all of them, right? You can use all of them if you want to. So whatever you want, you can do that, all right? Now, what this works, okay, the way this works is that support and resistance level, right? Support and resistance level. Now, what the Ichimoku cloud can equally let you know is that when the candles are trading above the cloud, right? Remember, there is leading span A and then there is leading span B, all right? So let me briefly explain about this. There is leading span A, okay, and then there is leading span B, all right? Now, the way these two works, all right? If the leading span A is crossing above the leading span B, right? If the leading span A is above the leading span B, what happened? The cloud will turn to green. This cloud you see here, all right? So if I put on this cloud you see here will turn to green. It started turning to green when the leading span A started crossing above the leading span B, right? So if I put them on again, that is what you see here. So whenever the leading span A line is above the leading span B, the cloud is green. It tells you that this market is in an uptrend. And there you will see that the candles are trading above what? Above the cloud. Okay. You can equally see that the candles too are equally trading above all of this baseline, the lagging span, and all of that, right? But just know that the baseline and the conversion line rather. Okay. Then when the leading span B is below, okay, the leading span A, for example, right here. Okay. Example is right here, where we have this cloud right here. What happened? So the leading span A, all right, the leading span A is below the leading span B. This will turn to, the cloud will turn to red, okay? And then the candlesticks are trading below this cloud. And when they are trading below this resistance, market will always come up there, resist from that area, reject from that area, and come back down. Then when there is a crossover, okay, eventually you will see that this market crossed over from here, but we had that crossover when this happened, okay, when the leading span A crossed the leading span B right here, okay. And in this case, when this happens, you wait for a pullback, just like you see on the on trends right here, okay. There's a bullish sign there that this market is pushing up, okay. So we just wait. When this crossover happens, if there's a pullback, what happened? We enter a trade. So for as long as this candlesticks remain above this green, this cloud, or above the leading span A and B, all right, you are looking for a long trade to the upside, okay. In most cases, you are to that cloud. Now the cloud, when the cloud is below the candlesticks, rather, when the cloud is below the candle, is support. And then when it is above the candlesticks, it becomes what? A resistance, just like you see here. Market went up there, rejected from there, and then came back down, okay. We don't have enough data here, so you may not really see details. So right here too, you will see, right, market is above this thing, and then we're rejecting from that cloud, okay, rejecting until eventually we had that crossover, and boom, massive, market moved up there, okay, rejected, came back down, and all of that. Now, all of these other lines makes these things very noisy, okay, but since I use only the cloud, okay, I will put off everything here. Already I've told you when the leading span A crosses the leading span B, it is green. When the leading span B crosses below, or when the leading span A crosses below the leading span B, it is green. So I always put it off and use only the cloud. Okay, I use only the cloud. Where did the cloud start turning to green? Right here. It means that this is when the leading span A was above. Okay, where this is where the cloud. And then the bigger the cloud, another thing that you can use this Ichimoku cloud for. Okay, so the bigger the cloud. Let me see if I can do this full screen, I guess. Okay, so the bigger the cloud, the bigger the momentum in the market, right? The bigger the volume in the market, right? Once the cloud begins to get bigger, all of that, it means that the momentum to that direction, to the upside or to the downside, is massive. Okay, the momentum to the upside or downside is massive. All right, we can equally do this with a different token. Let's say, let me look for a token that has let's do ADA/USDT, okay, tokens that has been around for a while with enough data, okay. And mind you guys, this thing can be used on all time frame. I'm currently using it on the 15 minutes time frame. This is just for scalping, right? This is just for scalping. The higher the time frame, guys, all right, the more accurate this thing becomes for you, all right. The higher the time and more accurate that this cloud can work for you. Okay, normally I use this on maybe the 15 minutes time frame, and the 1 hour time frame rather. Okay, and so on. So if you want to use it, let me see again. Let me exit the Zoom. Sorry, let me exit this and make it 1 hour. All right, because it works better for me on those time frame. Okay, on those time frame. Yeah, so you can see clearly here the move around this area, right? You can see clearly here we had that crossover. This thing started changing to red. So at this area you don't do anything. When you see that market return back to that level right there, that is when you would have entered the trade. So if you have entered a short trade around this area, okay, even with the sign, okay, you can see this engulfing candle, massive candle here. Let's say we enter from the next candle. All right, you see my stop loss just above the cloud, which will be around 3.4%. Okay, so you continue that until maybe when you see that this stuff is returning there. So this would have given us a 1 to 2, a 1 to 1.8. Okay, and then we came back again to that level. This is on the 1 hour time frame. All right, we came back again to the cloud, right? And then we put our stop loss above that cloud right there. And then we would have target, okay, continue to move until we see a rejection back up. All right, so somewhere around there, this one alone would have given us a 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio. This is a very good risk to reward ratio and all of that. So you keep taking it. Now, to make this clearer for you, okay, to make this clearer for you, I will need to play back so that you get what I'm saying, because since it is an indicator, the indicator always lags. All right, indicator lags, meaning that the indicator will move either faster or slower than the market would have done something before indicator is giving you a direction. Okay, so if I was to take this trade, let me just show you. Let me just go ahead and remove this. Okay, if I want to take this trade, this is what I would do. Let's assume we just saw this price around this area. So I'll go back and do from here to maybe around this area. Let's assume that this is where we saw the price of this asset. Okay, let's assume that this is what we saw the price of this asset, and this is our Ichimoku cloud. Now it's telling us that the market is changing to red. Okay, this is where we saw it. Here we are green because candles are above that area and all of that. Now we've seen red here, meaning that this thing is about to change direction. Okay, so all we just need to do is just to play and see. All right, and then eventually the cloud has already started printing red, and the market down there. If you were smart enough, you would have entered a trade there, but I won't do that. I'll wait for a retest. Remember, I say that cloud will turn to red, and then the cloud becomes a resistance. When the candles are above the cloud becomes green, and then the candles becomes what? A support. So this case, I want to see that this thing comes and reject from that cloud, then we can start looking for a sell, okay, from there, right? We've established that we're in a downtrend. So yeah, exactly there. All right. You see, we came to that level, rejected. Okay, we had this massive candle, and then we had this like let's say a doji candle or so. Then we had this engulfing candle coming back down. So right here, I would have said, okay, let me do like a 1 to 1.5. So we'll enter from this next candle right here, and then we'll do TP. Okay, first I'll put my stop loss slightly above that end level right there, which is around 3.5%. Then we can do a 1 to 1.5. All right. Okay. 1 to 1 and see what happens right here. You can do a 1 to 1.2 or so. Okay. Or a 1 to 1.3. But let's just assume that this market doesn't get to that level, because what I'm targeting, if I look at my right, you will see this level right here. Okay. There's every probability that this market will come, take this low here, or even take this low here before it continues to, or before it pulls back. All right. So I will just enter a trade there. Let me make it slower. Slow. Let's do with that 3 because slower will be too much. Okay. So let's say that is our full TP. Yeah, it was going well. Trade was going well. And just somewhere around that area. Okay. Somewhere around this area, trade was going well, but it wasn't going the way we planned it. So right here, maybe I would have taken TP because I started seeing series of green candles to the upside with wicks to the downside. So maybe here I would have closed this trade because it's part of the scalping and all of that. Okay, I would have closed this trade and take TP there. But in this case, guys, with this move here, we would have done maybe TP1, TP2, right? Even at, let's say at this point in time, I would have closed half of my trade, move stop loss below this entry. All right. So in case it is my stop loss, I'll be looking for a new entry. So that's the only way you would have saved yourself. So let's say we have secured profit, close half of our trade, and then we have moved stop loss to entry. And did it come to hit our stop loss? No, it did not. It did not even come close to our entry, right? Market is still going down. It has not come close to our entry. So let's say at this point in time, this is where this thing actually hit our full TP, right? So you've gotten a nice 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio here. Meaning if you have entered this trade with $100, right? This way you would have made 10% of that $100. Let's say with a 10x leverage, you would have made additional $10. And if that trade was to go against you, you would have been losing about $35 or so, right? But here you would have, hit your full TP. Okay, you would have hit your full TP, and that is basically it. If you want to enter this trade again, remember I said when it comes there to the cloud, it will always reject. So in this case, it comes in with a very big volume. Okay, comes in with a very big, massive engulfing candle, but we want to wait for the close of that candle, which did not eventually close above the cloud. All right, but right here we'll notice that the cloud has started printing green. And see what happens. All right, we need to wait and see what happens, and then eventually we broke above that level with this massive candle. So cloud is giving us green already. So all we need to wait is come back to that cloud, use it as a support, and then we'll start looking for a trade to the upside. Whoa, it didn't come back for a retest. Okay, it did not come back for a retest. And okay, this is the time we touch that cloud. Yeah, there exactly. We'll be looking for long around this area. So we came to that cloud. You can see series of wicks around this area. Okay, then we started printing with this volume, with this candle, green candle right here. So anywhere around this area, I'll be looking for a long trade. Okay, and I will still target that 1 to 3. Now, because this cloud is too big, I will not just come and put stop loss. The stop loss will be around 5% plus. Okay, but even at that, if I put stop loss, then I'm targeting a 1 to 3. Okay, a 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio big. All right, may risk to reward ratio 1 to 3. All right, that's the level I'll be targeting. So it means now in this trade, let's see how this will play that. Okay, so there we triggered and market started moving. Okay, the red here printed, but it was not much. So let's just see what happened. Okay, market is still moving in our favor. All right, market is still moving in our favor. I think okay, in this case, the stop has finished playing, right? Where, yeah, it has finished playing. Okay, it has finished playing. But here you see that even at this level here, market is still moving in our favor, right? Market is still moving in our favor. From when we entered our trade, we are up already by 6%. So this area here, I will just close maybe half of my position, and then I move stop loss somewhere slightly above my entry around 78 or 79 or thereabout, and then continue to hold the key to come hit my TP and give me another 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio right there. But if you are scalping 6% with the 10x level, that's 60%, that should be enough money for you. Okay, that should be enough money for you. But for those of us who want to make money, our stop loss is here. If he is our stop loss, we look for new entries. Okay, if he is our stop loss, we look for new entries. Now, another thing you can combine with this is you need to understand price action. Okay, you need to understand price action. You need to note when there is a resistance, okay, on the chart aside the one you are spotting with the the Ichimoku cloud and all of that. Okay, so there's a resistance there, price rejected there, came back down, price has gone to that level, respected it. So we still need to battle here and break out of this level. All right, so once we break out of this level, then we are sure of full TP going to the upside, right? We are sure of full TP going to the upside. But if we don't break to that level, above that level, stop loss is already above entry. Okay, I think I shared this ADA trade with those on the private going minus plus 30% or thereabout. I shared it with those in those on the private group when we had our last stream today. Okay, and it's very simple. I see a clear uptrend here. Okay, though with that level right there. Okay, though with that level right there. So once we break out of this level, we are sure that ADA will continue to go up. We can come and adjust our TP up to that level and see what happens. We'll continue to adjust until maybe we'll get to $1 and boom, we'll close our trade or secure profit right there. Okay, so that's basically how to use the Ichimoku cloud. I personally like using the cloud. Okay, I personally like using the cloud, but if you want to use those baseline, the conversion line, all of them, you're free to do that. But this is a clearer chart for me, and that is how I use it. Okay, whenever I reject from some persons will want the conversion line to either print, before the cloud and all of that. Run the Ichimoku cloud is just the cloud alone, right? And all of that. So yeah, questions. If you have questions, briefly, let's do that. If not, we can go ahead and look at some trades that I wanted us to take. Trump, I'm still on Trump. I still feel that Trump, I can buy Trump. I see more that pumping, okay, and some other new tokens too that came into the market. Want to look at it. So do we have questions? Please go ahead, please.
Okay, please, after this lecture, can you make this video available for us to go through it again?
Yes. I'm recording it, so I'll make the video available.
All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Yeah, any question again as regards the Ichimoku cloud? Instead, let's use it to look for, well, this is a trade. This is a trade setup, okay? This is a trade setup. So if this thing comes back, then in fact, supported with this trend line, for as long as we're above that trend line, this is a good buy trade, okay? For ADA, this is a good buy trade for ADA. Then let me go back to that Trump token. Let me go back to that Trump token. I feel that Trump should do well. Maybe we could hit that $30 anytime soon. Okay, all right. So you see that our Ichimoku cloud is printing, and you can see it's very distant from the price, right? Telling you that the volume at which this market came in here, okay, is actually huge, right? The volume here is huge. So we start some other conflict. I want to look at this to use my Fibonacci 2. All right. In this case, I'm looking at buying this market. Currently, the market is very expensive. It has a premium level. Okay, so I want to buy at a discount level. Okay, at a discounted price. So I will just check my golden level, which is lining up with this level right here. Okay, very clear. You can see my golden level lining up with that area. And if we look to the left, you see that we had a resistance around that level. Okay, resisted here, resisted, and now we used it as a support. We, market drag there before it started pumping up there to that level. Okay. Now, anything that will make this level not to hold, it means that we should equally be paying attention to this fair. Let me shift this up. Okay. Yeah. So this massive candle here printed a whole lot of imbalance here, which we need to fill. Okay, market needs to fill that imbalance before it goes up. For instance, when this candle printed, there was an imbalance. We came filled it and then went up. But since this one started, we have not filled it. There's I think this is the imbalance we have here. So as this market is coming back down, I'm paying attention to this level, right? But if there is anything that will make this market to come back down here, it means that it wants to fill the gap right here. Okay, let's say, it wants to fill the gap right here. Okay, so we can say that this imbalance right here is what the market is likely to come fill. So even if it is 50% of that area that we're looking at, so I feel that this thing will go off from here. All right, so I'll start looking at buying. Let's see how much our stop loss will be. So I'll start looking at buying this token from here, which is around, let's just say $19. All right, from $19, we'll start looking at buying. But our stop loss is a big, okay, which is 10%. So in this case, for Trump, I will be using maybe like a 5, 6, or 7x leverage to enter this trade, because I would definitely want my stop loss to be below this low here, right? I would definitely want my stop loss to be below that low there. That's what I'll be looking for, okay? But I'm not going to set a limit order for this. I'll just wait. This is the setup I'm looking at. I will just wait to see how things plays out. All right. So if Trump comes back to this level and it comes here and all of that, because in a case where we don't bounce immediately from this golden level, a market comes back here, there's a need that it will come sweep every liquidity here, because just as I'm looking at, if somebody's entering this trade at this fair value, they're putting stop loss here, definitely the market makers know that there's stop loss. All right. If there are more stop loss here, they will know that there's a whole lot of liquidity here. They want to clear it before it start moving up. So I want to see either a sign with the an engulfing candle around this area with a pin bar candle and all of that, then I can take trades to the upside. So this is what I'm looking at for for this for Trump. Okay, for Trump token, that's what I'm looking at for. We'll know that we'll continue to go up from here. Okay, so if this thing comes back down here, we know that it's coming to kiss that Ichimoku cloud, and then we'll look at its BGB. All right. BGB dropped. I don't know how many of you have been trading this token, or you only trade it when I send signals. Okay, you only trade it when I send signals. So you can see Ichimoku cloud came, tested that level, and then we'll be rejecting and all of that. So right now for BGB, so since it came down to 5.1, it has been bouncing back up. Okay, so it has been bouncing back up. So all I just need to do right now is to pay attention. all right, to this level right here. For as long as we're above that level, I want to see the Ichimoku cloud change to green. If it changes to green and I see that crossover and it returns and all of that, I'll be looking for a long trade for BGB going forward. Okay, I'll be looking for a long trade. You can buy on spot. In fact, if you want to buy on spot, I think the right time to buy on spot is even now. Okay, the right time to buy on spot is even now. Let's even see what the RSI is saying. All right, let's see what the RSI is saying. We can support this with the RSI. Okay, relative strength index. Let's support that with that indicator and see what we have right here. Okay, let's take this off. All right, so for RSI, I don't like these setups here, so remove the base, remove the, okay, we can leave the regular bullish, regular bearish RSI, and we can leave it to the way it is. But if you want to customize it, okay, you want to customize the RSI, where is that? Upper band, I just make it, when it is overbought, make it green. Then make it a line. I don't need it. I don't like that dash. Okay, sorry. Where do you change the line from dash to? Yeah, I don't like the dash. So I just change this to line. And then the oversold, yeah, below 30%, we can do that. Okay, make it a line. I don't need the dash, so I just do that. And if I want, I can even change the RSI, which is purple, to anything I want. Okay, we'll leave the middle band and then click on OK. Right, so you can see on the 1 hour time frame that I'm currently looking at, RSI is already at that overbought level, right, guys? Okay, so RSI, you see right here, RSI came down to that level right there. All right, so if you have noticed here, and maybe you started buying this token around this area, okay, with just the RSI alone, if you have started buying this token around this area with just RSI alone, at when it went up to that level up there, you would have been up by 7%. Okay, even at the current price, you would have still been up by 6% plus. All right, just using this RSI alone. In fact, check all those areas, all right, where RSI has done that and all of it, understanding of what I'm explaining. RSI does work. All right, RSI does work. So if you want, you can increase the time frame and see what happens. Once it is at that oversold level, you'll be looking for a long trade. So BGB is one of those trades. Please keep an eye on that. And I see another trade on, let's check that MODA. Okay, let's check MODA. Let's check MODA USDT. Let's check MODA USDT. Look at that move. Look at that move, guys. Look at that move. Look at that move. Look at that move. Okay. So we oversold rather, and then we went up to overbought immediately. So oversold, to overbought. Okay, oversold, to overbought. Okay, so for MODA, what I'll be looking at, okay, the next confluence will be my Fibonacci 2. Take it up there, guys. All right, so we'll be looking to come to the upside around that area. Yeah, we did tested that level, bounce back up. So I'll be looking personally, maybe if this goes up, we can target that level right there. Okay, if this goes up, we can target that level right there. And here you can equally see there's a lot of imbalance around this area. So if you are trading MODA, if you can, right, the stop loss is quite big, right? You can put stop loss beneath that area right here, below this low. Okay, put stop loss. If you do that, that's 18%, guys. That's 18%. Now, the way I would trade this is using the scale order, the Bybit scale order, right? The way I would trade this is using the Bybit scale order to trade this market, right? I'm going to be using the Bybit scale order to trade this market. So I will just keep buying until we get down to, my last order will be around 0.074, okay? And if it continues to go down, I'll close my trade. What it simply means is, if I made up my mind that I'm going to enter this trade with $10 as my margin, I'll split that $10 into 5 different positions, or my $20 as my margin split into 5 different positions. That is what margin scale order does for you. So you will average down as the market continues to go down, right? But eventually, anything that will make MODA to go below 0.07, then you no longer want to be in that trade. Okay, you no longer want to be in that trade. But for me, guys, I think I'll be buying order from here. Okay, I'm buying order from here. All right, I'm buying order from here and 0.01. Okay, and then we'll continue to push it upward gradually, guys. We'll continue to push it upward gradually from here. So I'll share this trade setup with you in case you want. But please note, if you are in this live stream, stop loss is 18%. If you use 5x leverage, yeah, 5x, if you multiply it by 18, how much do you get? I think it's still above 100%, right? You'll be liquidated. So anything above 3x leverage, okay, you'll be liquidated before your stop loss. Anything above 3x leverage, you'll be liquidated before your stop loss. All right. So let's say 5. If you multiply 5 by 18, or let me just approximate it to, what did I do now? 19. Okay. Let me approximate it to 19 because what we have here is what? Approximately 19%, right? 19%. So if you use 5x leverage, it will be minus 95%. At 95, 96%, you're already liquidated. Okay, the exchange will liquidate you at those percentage. So, but if you use a 3x leverage, all right, if you use a, let's say 4x leverage, 4x leverage will not liquidate you. But just imagine that you enter this trade with $100. If it goes against you by minus 75%, you're already losing 70, except if that money is what you are willing to lose, right? You can do that. Okay. Then if you do a 3x leverage, I think it will reduce the loss by almost 50%, 60%, and all of that. If you do a 2x leverage too, it's still the same thing. It's better for you. But somebody will say, why would I trade futures and I'm doing 2x leverage? 40%, okay, minus 40%. But look at it. Look at it. Of money you can do this. Some of you want to do this with $1, $2, and all of that. I'm not referring to. I'm looking at people who put in good amount of money, right? If you put, let's say, $100 into this thing, if it moves up and hit your full TP, that's 43%. All right. Now, when you multiply 43%, okay, let's say you use a 3x leverage and you multiply that 2x leverage rather by 43. Okay, if you multiply your 2x leverage by 43, that's over 80%, right? So if you put in like $100, you're making $80 plus, right? Now, if you use 3x leverage in this thing to be on the safe side, and eventually this goes in your profit, that's 120-something%. With a 3x leverage, will this play out? Yes. Will it equally play out to the downside to his stop loss? Yes. Trading is a game of probability. All right. So while we do this, calculate to the upside and all of that, instead of me just coming here with 10x leverage and then your liquidation will now be here. As the market continues to go down, it gets you liquidated and you'll be crying, oh, what did I do? What have I done? All right. I hope you are learning, guys. I hope you are learning. It's not about making the money now. If you want to make the money now, then at the end of the day, what will happen is that you will say trading is not for you. It's rather you go and sell okpa. Okay? It's to go and sell okpa. Some of you will come into this space, you make a lot of money out of your own stupidness or your own foolishness because you want to buy Lamborghini. Because that's what trading is all about now. You feel that those big banks, those institutions, big institutions, the people with the bigger money that are in this space are fools that will just allow you to continue to print, right? So immediately you lose everything you have made, you go look for one, all these people making videos, right? The one I saw was on Lucky Do's page, that the guy, he said, he started a business, he put in 2 million, the next week he saw 3.8, and he said, this business is for me. Instead of, as he was making the money, instead of learning, okay, and doing it well, he now started dabbling into different things. And that was how, according to him, he lost 17 million. And today he started his upper business with 5,000 naira. So he wants to grow that 5,000 naira to 5 million naira business in the next 5 years. Now he's going to do everything. He wants to make sure that he cook the okpa done, is well cooked for people not to complain, right? Is planning to do it more to bring, introduce a whole lot, you put salt. You'll be patient for the okpa to dawn. You'll be blowing the fire for okpa to dawn. But when it comes to crypto, everybody wants to make money by fire, by all means. You don't want to learn. You want every signal you take to be full TP. That is why even when the trade is going against you, you'll be there looking at it. If you see that it hits my TP, it will go up. The market is reducing, taking your money. You are still saying to go up until it gets you liquidated. It is not like that, guys. It's not like that. Learn these things the right way, and I bet you that you will enjoy trading. Okay, you will enjoy trading. Take it or you leave it. The wise man said, "Let him that has ear do what." Here, our own is just there to encourage you. All right. If you like, trade. If you like, don't trade. After all, when you make the money, you don't call me for my wallet address. Right? All right, guys. So enough of the talk. Let's call it a day. I will send this thing with you. Share this signal with you. And by tomorrow, we're already in the weekend. Keep an eye on this thing and see if you can take this trade. Okay? You can take this trade for yourself. Thank you, everyone. If you have questions, fine, but if not, we'll call it a day here. Right? I looked at Trump. Please look at Trump too, and see if you can take that trade. Then I looked at this is mother. More trades will come. Okay, expect more trades. All I just need to fund the account and get ready. Right? Fund the account and get ready.
Sorry, I came into the live class late. Will the lectures be uploaded on YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, what can we do?
You're welcome. Any other question today here?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, good evening.
Okay, I'm just tuning in. Please, can you just bring the signals again so that I will be able to see them well? I didn't get them right.
I just posted that on the chat. Okay, I just posted that on the chat. The rest will come. So try to look at the Ichimoku talked about. Now the Ichimoku class is not too visible. I don't know. If it's not too visible, all you just need to do, okay, if there is not visible, if you go to the setting of that indicator, right? If you go to the setting of this indicator, this is what we are using. We are using the cloud, the flood background. Okay. Let's see. Where's the color for the background? Okay. We can adjust this, I guess. No, not this one. This and this, right? We can make the sorry. Okay. So we can make the opacity. We can make the green thicker, right?
Yes.
And then make the reds too thicker as well. I don't know. No, it's the background I'm looking at. Where's the background color? Which can I stop it this one? Okay, look at it here. All right. So and now so these are the background. To increase the opacity. See, right? You can increase the opacity to see, and then increase the opacity right there. Yeah? To see that stuff. Right? So go and check and see. But you know, this stuff here, the ones I say that I don't use, it is not as if they are not important. They are very important. Some persons prefer to use, you know, this conversion line because the conversion line is faster, or the baseline, it comes faster than the cloud itself. Okay, it comes faster than the cloud itself. So when you see it descending down this way, you know, you see that and all of that. People always pick trade when it comes back down. Okay, and then you see right here, this is what happened. This is the conversion line crossing above the baseline, right? You can see the conversion line crossing above the baseline. This crossover happened before the leading line A and leading line B started crossing each over. started crossing each other before the cloud even started making. So with this one, you can get, all right, you can get entries early and all of that. Okay, you can get entries early for this trade to, favor you and so on. Okay, and then if you want to couple that with the RSI, you can see RSI 2 is playing its own, magic right here. You see, RSI was overbought, oversold here, and market started pushing up. And then when the market got up there, RSI was overbought, and you see that market started descending. So with the RSI alone, you would have taken a trade here, and that would have given you, massive profit as well. All right. So just look at these things and see how you can combine them together and use them to your own advantage. All right. Thank you so much, guys, for your time. I will see you again tomorrow. But for now, bye-bye, everyone. Good night.
Okay, thank you.